How's it going, Matt?
What's up, Josh? I'm good, man. How are you?
Not bad, man. Thanks for asking. What do you make of the changes that Philly made over the offseason? Do shooters like Danny and Seth Curry change the way that you guys prepare for Embiid and Simmons?
I don't know if I would say that. Obviously, those additions to their team give them, more shooting, right? Gives them more weapons offensively. So we have to be very aware of where those guys are on the court at all times, especially in transition, just knowing where they are, not letting them get easy looks and get going that way. That's one thing, coaches talked about that we've kind of let guys do in the first two games. For example, Redick, and then in the second one against the Spurs, we let Patty Mills kind of get off, and a lot of those are just kind of defensive mistakes, letting those guys get freed up. And so I think limiting turnovers and, like I said, not letting those guys get open looks out in transition is definitely a key tonight.
Nick usually emphasizes defense early in the year. The last few years, he's talked about putting in more offensive sets as the year goes on. Given how the last couple games have gone, how much more has defense been an emphasis early in this season?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of our backbone. That's the way we play is getting stops and helping each other and being solid on the defensive end. And we just haven't been quite good enough yet in the first two games. It's just like I said, it's definitely simple mistakes. It's controllable mistakes that we're making. So we got to handle that on that side of the ball. And then a lot of times too, it's just finishing off possessions. We'll have a handful of possessions. We'll make 5-6 rotations or right plays, and it's just making that seventh rotation right, and or finishing the possession with the defensive rebound. Especially last game, we let San Antonio get a bunch of second chance points and a lot of second chance opportunities. So obviously tonight, these guys with Embiid in there and they got some big bodies, we're gonna have to rebound.
Cool. Thanks, man. Good luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Next question goes to Doug Smith from the Toronto Star.
Hey, Matt, thanks for stopping by this morning. I'm just wondering, do your offensive instincts help you defend? You know what I mean? Like you know how to get away from guys so you can sort of anticipate what your guy's going to do?
Yeah, you could say that. Especially when I'm guarding, another, scorer shooter, like myself. I know how guys like to get open. I know, where they're trying to get to on the court, trying to get to their spot to get a shot off. So that can help me defensively. But yeah, no, I think a lot of it, like I've been saying, it's just sticking to our principles, playing smart, not giving up any easy ones.
Great, thanks. Just want to check on that. I appreciate the time.
Yeah, no problem.
Next question goes to Michael Grange from Sportsnet.
Hey, Matt. You mentioned Embiid and they added Howard in the offseason. What can some of the smaller guys do to help out the bigs, especially on the defensive glass?
Yeah, I mean, just going in there and sandwiching those guys. And, if I'm in there in the second unit with playing with Chris, I got to help him out. He's going to, battle down there with a guy like Embiid or a guy like Howard. And a lot of times, teams are getting their guards back in transition anyways. So we, like someone like myself, I can't just hang around and watch those guys fight. I got to get in there and sandwich and help rebound as well.
Appreciate that. And is there do you have any thoughts when you're doing that? Or do you just kind of go in there and try not to get an elbow in the face?
No, I mean, I'll take an elbow in the face if that's what it takes. I think there's no game plan to rebounding at this. You just got to go in there and you got to want it more than the other team.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Matt. Have a good day.
Yeah, thanks.
Next, we go to Aaron Rose from SI.com.
Hey, Matt. I hope you're doing well. We heard from Nick the other day that we might be expecting a little more Alex Len tonight, with Embiid probably playing. We haven't seen a lot of Len. What have you seen from him in practice? How has he looked?
Yeah, Alex has been great. He's obviously new to the team, a new face, and he's still getting adjusted and learning all of our concepts and principles. But I think he's caught on really fast. Obviously, he's been around in the league for a handful of years, and he's a guy with experience. And obviously that can help us. Just another body for us to get out there and throw on Embiid.
Thank you.
2 more questions for you, Matt. First one goes to Shlomo Sprung, who's writing for Forbes.com.
Hey, Matt. You guys are obviously in a very unique situation being in Tampa this year. How are you and the rest of the team trying to develop a home court advantage while you're there this season?
Just just trying to get comfortable there first and foremost, right? And I think as games progress, hopefully, we can gain some fans in Tampa, some locals or, some Canadian snowbirds have to come to some of our games down there. But yeah, just, at the end of the day, there's not that many fans in the arena regardless. So we have to create our own energy on the court. There's going to be no fans in here tonight in Philly. Like that's kind of the new normal right now this year in the league. And we just have, we have the 17 guys and the coaching staff and, all our medical staff and everybody with us, and that's our team.
All right, and final question is going to go to Amit Mann from Yahoo Sports Canada.
Hey, Matt, thanks for doing this. Just 2 questions for you. One was, when it comes to shooters like JJ Redick and Danny Green, what are some of the things that, or learnings, I guess, you're able to take from them when you're just kind of analyzing their games, or if you are?
Some things I learned from them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just how consistent they are, their footwork, their balance. I think those are definitely 3 things that I watch, with any great shooter. It's usually pretty consistent. They're always finishing their shots. They're always shot ready, and they're always hunting their shots, and they're aggressive.
And the other one is a bit off topic, but I saw Aaron Dornenkamp was sort of chirping you for wearing white shoes with dark socks, and you said you're waiting for an order from Big Sus. So one, who is Big Sus, and why is dark shoes with dark socks important to your basketball aesthetic?
I mean, I think everyone has their own, on-court swag, I guess you could say. But no, Aaron and I, that's kind of an inside joke. But he's been a great friend and one of the best teammates I've played with when I was in Spain. He's a great guy.